Yeah, I'm here with Ethan, who we found out here running. Dude, where is your shirt, man?
It's a great day for a run, so too wet to wear a shirt, you know?
Too wet to wear a shirt. And you're also like in shorts. It's mid-December. How's that possible?
I know, it's awesome. I love running in the rain, and I'm also single, so
okay. All right. Well, we're asking the ladies of Chicago to give WGN a call. But anyway, Jackie, before it started raining, it really was a perfect day out here.
Running in Chicago, obviously, in the rain, because I love running in the rain. As I said in the video, it wasn't that abnormal for me to be running. So I ran over to them, and they said, "Oh my goodness, you don't even have a shirt on. It's December. Let's interview you." So they did. And I even told Tamon Bradley, the reporter, beforehand. I said, "I'm going to tell them I'm single." I ran back from this point, which took about 15 minutes to get back to the dorm where I was staying. And by the time I got back 15 minutes later, it had 24,000 views. So my friends and I went out to dinner, and we're watching on our phones as it jumps from 30 to 40,000 to 50,000, 60. Then that night it had 2 million. The next day it had 5 million. So it just started exploding. I got calls from GQ, Cosmo, Time Magazine, People Magazine, TMZ. Everybody was just contacting me to like interview me about this video. Loneliness. We live in a lonely culture. We have a lonely society. But ironically, it's not the way it looked 50 years ago. 50 years ago, if you're a prisoner, a widow, or an orphan, or someone just cut off from society, you're going to be lonely. Whereas today, almost all of us are lonely, and we don't know why. We can't figure it out because we have Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, email, phones, texts, like every connected technology possible in our pockets that can connect us to other people. But most of us are terrified of being alone, of sitting all alone, undistracted, you know? Because if you're scared of being alone, you're going to fill up your time with distractions, or even just with other people constantly, or with your phone, your laptop, a book, Netflix. But we don't know how to be alone with ourselves. And I think that that's one of the most important keys to healing loneliness, is learning how to be alone. Because if you know how to be alone, and you're able to be yourself when you're alone, then you're going to be able to be yourself when you're with other people, and you're not going to have to impress them. You're going to just know what it is to be at peace and to know yourself really well and be comfortable with who you are. That's possibly one of the biggest fears, I think, in the world, is to show someone who you really are and have that be rejected, right? We're told that you're not good, that who you really are is not good. Because vulnerability is scary, you know? You don't want people to see the real me, because the real me has wounds, and the real me has weaknesses, and the real me is imperfect. Whereas if I'm cool and funny and smart and rich and intelligent, you know, those are the things that we think people are going to be more drawn to, when ironically, most people in the world are going to be drawn to someone who's more just humble, quirky, weird, you know, and just real, like not someone who's trying to impress them. So it's kind of an ironic paradox where we all try to be someone that we're not, even though most people in the world would rather hang out with who we really are. We want that intense, deep connection to another person, to know and to be known, to love and to be loved. But usually what we settle for is a night out at the club, hooking up with whatever stranger is available and looks good for that time. They're going to give me what I want for tonight, and that's it. If you're interested, I did write the book, The New Lonely, almost a year ago, and I'm still really pumped about it, so check it out if you want to read more about what I have to say about loneliness and our culture, and what makes us feel alone, and how we can go about trying to get better at it. Better at being lonely, better at being alone, and better at connecting with other people.